taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Kick it away first. The ball bounces through the end zone. And it will be a touchback. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Leaves it with the back. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Dropping back, it's Green. Buying some time. Chunking away just as he was hit. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Fires on the move. Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Gets the back moving. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for room. It's Whittington. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop. And now you set up third down. And this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore will throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Whittington. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Would have been a long field goal, 54 yards from here, so instead they'll try to move the chains. It's 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Gotta love how this defense started the football game. They forced the punt on the first drive. First play now, come out, set the tone. Great run defense, forcing a negative play and putting their defense in a good spot.
Now on the move. Plows through the defense. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Green. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 32.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. Finds the man on the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, early in this drive, they're staying aggressive. Last play, they had the big completion. On the third snap, they take another shot, just couldn't come up with a completion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knock him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy and let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Moore to the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. The screen, and watch out. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down.
Timeout, Oregon.
Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got an open man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Oh, he's got a chance. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air. It's Green. Looking down the middle. It's caught. Good call. Good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves, and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Back to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Jones. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Not a lot of movement on that one. The defense in position.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that third down.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Ducks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Motion from the back. Moore will throw. Steps away to find some room. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
For this offense, it was a bit of a feeling out process there in the first quarter, just trying to find the rhythm and find any holes in the defense they could. Here in the second quarter, they're getting aggressive. They found the matchup they wanted to take advantage of. One-on-one, the quarterback and his target link up for a huge score to finally get on the board.
They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Card in the backfield. It's Moore. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Moore to the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Forward and finds his man on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's incomplete as he tried to lob it in with perfect touch.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play, now setting up fourth down.
Hunt is in the air. Pulls it in at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Moore will throw. He lets it fly. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Send the tight end in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man to the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The power of Austin Stadium on full display. The is third down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Makes the catch. It's Moore. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Moore to the air. Throws to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Well, the quarterback wants that throwback, guys. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to drive down the field here in a 2-minute situation. We're going to get the lead. We're going to have the momentum going into the first half, but he got too aggressive. He should have thrown that one away or eaten it, because now the other team has a chance to score points here at the end of the half.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. They'll try to really get into this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Moore will throw. Here comes the heat. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Complete to the left. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
That's a really nice-looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a chance. He makes this offense go.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Oregon. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners, and he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Fires to the right. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
To the air, it's Green. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. He's going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 30.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19. Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Dropping back, it's Green. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Tight end now in motion. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. So now it's 2nd and long.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Moore to the air. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Ducks will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Fires left. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Coming out of of the tunnel in the third quarter. This quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Slams ahead. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 25. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
And the Razorbacks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Looking for a man. It's Green. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Benson. There he goes. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Sends it downfield. Snags it inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
That big play has them in business. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Sends it back in motion. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, and most QBs will tell you it starts from the waist down, and the feet have to be tied really well with the upper body with mechanics. And you could tell, drifted a little bit there. Because of that, inaccurate throw.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Got it in the middle, it's Benson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? Gonna run it. It's Whittington. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Was to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Whittington. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. 1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we are ready to put toe to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. To the air. It's Green. Unloads it left. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The number 1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's slow. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt. You throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Pocket breaking down. Jukes his way for more. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
You you got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Moore to the air. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
Motion from the back. Moore will throw. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. So they take advantage of spectacular field position and move it 24 yards. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pressure coming. Took care of it himself. At midfield, he's got room. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback moving. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Finds a man in the middle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what you're reading.
Fires toward the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
That's reeled in. It's Benson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Here we go, Zach.
They'll send the back in motion. He's going to take off. Turns it on in midfield. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Defense looks like they're coming. Sends it back in motion. Moore to the air. Unloads to the right. Rolls it in. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Here's the pressure. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Touchdown, Razorbacks! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Looking to throw, it's Green. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? That's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.